Botswana is a country that's marching forward with a lot of energy, a lot of vigor. An amazing story of a desert, desolate, undeveloped country that emerged like a phoenix and rose because we managed our resources the way we wanted and we will continue to do. Botswana will always glitter, shine bright, and be seen from afar.
Botswana's got so much natural resources, so much potential, so much to give that I do believe Botswana is the diamond of Africa.
It's not just the diamond of Africa for me, I think it's the diamond of the world.
It is centrally located. It is well endowed with natural resources, wildlife, and everything that you can really think of.
It's a sparkling diamond because it shines with love.
It's just one of those countries you just fall in love with. It's got its amazing wildlife. Need I say more about Botswanans themselves? Very friendly people.
In our country, you still can't pass another human being without saying morning or dumela.
So it gives you some sense of security and belonging.
Life in Botswana is quite beautiful. We are a very peaceful nation. We live together in harmony.
We have a sense of community in Botswana, and you'll never see that anywhere else.
It's one of the safest countries in Africa. They're nice and friendly people. We have rich wildlife, and there are so many places of interest to visit.
Such a fantastic place in terms of work-life balance.
There's so much to die for as far as Botswana is concerned.
Botswana is such an incredible place. You know, it is Africa's lost, untouched wilderness. It takes your breath away.
We provide a product that is not matched by any in the world. A product that's authentic, a product that is beautiful.
If you want to see nature in its purest form, you should come to Botswana.
It's open, it's quite expansive, it's very unique.
Just amazing experience from one end to the other.
Come and enjoy our culture, come and enjoy the love of our people, come and relax in a peaceful environment, come and smile to the lions and to the elephants, walk with the rhinos, and feel the real love that will make you love this country forever. And welcome to Botswana.
It's the warmth and the welcoming and the absolutely friendliness of the people that really makes Botswana a very unique destination.
You find really kind people everywhere. You can say hello to anybody.
We are very loving, very accommodative people. We are united, notwithstanding coming from different tribes across the country.
Everybody is integrated. There is no fraction. We're a peaceful country, we're politically stable, and we are a governed country. And it doesn't matter what happens in terms of the politics around it, we always remain stable.
It's the people, the character of the people. They are born with it. We believe in talking and engaging. That's who we are.
We are very humble people, but of course, we have the strength of the diamond. We are determined when we have a purpose, when we have a vision.
We go all the way, right? We don't stop halfway. We go 110% in whatever we do.
It's our ability to take the little that we have and make it something big.
It was a country that had nothing. It is a country that through good governance and leadership, it has done a lot to change the welfare of 2 million people.
This country from humble beginnings has transformed itself to a middle-income country.
We have been able to have equitable allocation of resources to everybody across the country from the diamond revenues.
I want more of us to tell our own story. A story of people, a story of great culture,
and a story of a bright future.
So there's no doubt we have an incredible country, an incredible story to tell. And I think it's incumbent upon us to tell that story to the world.
What I'd like the audience to know out there about Botswana's history is that first, it's a history worth researching, reading about. And when you do read about Botswana history, you will find that was formed out of a people who have done everything to make sure that they promote dialogue so that there's peaceful coexistence, social harmony, and non-discrimination, even racial. Being a Motswana means that you are embodiment of a certain compendium of values. Our commitment to peace and peaceful harmony, a commitment to democracy, a commitment to consultative dialogue, making sure that you look out for the other.
It is the governance, it's the way we conduct our affairs, observing law and order.
When it comes to our purpose, our strategy, our values is non-negotiable.
We've been able to build a democracy whose very basis emanates from our culture, emanates from our disposition as a people.
Ultimately, we continue building on the legacy that we have had for the longest time.
Botswana is a shining example in Africa. Besides being the premier diamond mining country, we've also grown over the last 5 decades from one of the poorest countries since independence to a high middle income country as we stand today. And this is through hard work and dedication, 5 decades of uninterrupted democratic rule.
We had to build a lot of things for ourselves, and we had to learn things as we moved along. We had to build a country from very humble beginnings. We create opportunities for people to be able to flourish. And what has been key for us is that we had the vision.
The leadership of the country gives Botswana that oomph, that determination to move forward.
And we have seen a lot of people who have emerged out of this system, and they've taken up leadership roles, and they've done very well. You come to Botswana, you see a diamond in every street.
At independence, people were saying, either we are too foolish or we are brave, wanting to be independent in this sandy, barren desert land.
Botswana started from nothing. It was actually the poorest country in the world at the time of our independence. 2 years after, it made the discovery of the biggest diamond pit in the world. The diamonds transformed everything.
The country's managed to transform itself from the poorest country in Africa to a middle-class income country, a country that had only 1 mission schools, a country that had only 1 mission hospitals, and look at what we've got now, and it's all free out there for everybody in the country to enjoy and benefit from.
When you look at the infrastructure, the electricity, the water, the schools, the hospitals, that's diamonds. We can account for every carat of diamonds that has been mined in this country.
We're very patriotic, specifically because we are products of the country. We are the diamonds of this country. We understand what the country has done for us.
The story of Botswana is not just an unprecedented story, It's an emotional story. It's a personal story. We've been transformed, from rural boys and girls to where we are now. There are not many people in the world who have actually been transformed in the manner that, Botswana has transformed a lot of us. That is touchy, that is emotional, that is personal, that is progressive as Botswana.
We are very unique. The first thing that I say is special about us is how we were formed as a nation, on democracy, self-reliance, on unity, the standards and the principles that we uphold. our governance in terms of laws and policies that govern our utilization of our natural resources like diamonds, like our wildlife, for development of all has always been our foundation. So when you talk about sustainable development goals and all these global goals that talk about people first and people at the core, we Botswana are proud to say we've been doing it for way long back. Providing basic services like education, health, communications, and so forth to everybody, everywhere they are. Like I said, education, like I said, health, like I said, basic infrastructure like roads, we have good water supply, communications, and all that. So that is the story, how diamonds also enabled me to be speaking English, and with a master's degree, my mother didn't have to pay for this. Free education, free health. So it is a good history to always remember. We are a country that is known and celebrated for peace and security. We are very open, very welcoming, very hospitable. We are beautiful people from the heart through what we give and how we do things and relate with other people. Why should you come to Botswana? We'll tell you we are a peaceful destination and a loving people.
We're a young country, and therefore, the imperative is right in our face to enable everybody to have their hands on deck. Where are we coming from and where are we going? We're transitioning from essentially in our past history from a resource-based economy to a knowledge-based economy. We want to trade with our intellectual capital because we are acutely aware that our natural endowments, such as our mineral wealth, are finite. But our mental capacity, our energy and zeal to solve global problems and to attract the best minds in the world is the way to go.
Botswana has political stability, it has a growing economy, vast natural beauty, low levels of corruption, good governance, and so much potential to grow and develop.
When you look at the macros of Botswana over a period of time, our economy has been steadily growing, regardless of the fact that we are still dependent mainly from the diamonds. But we have been over time being able to build this country, and its economy has been going up.
The success of the country is there for people to see, and we've done very well. However, we need to look at other options and create a diversification of the income streams.
We need to move from being a mineral and particularly a diamond-led economy towards a knowledge-based and an export economy, private sector-led.
We have gotten where we are to a middle-income country without even operating at full potential.
And when you look at Africa, and Botswana included, where is the big growth going to come from in terms of employment increase? It's from your entrepreneurs. We have been deliberate by coming up with solutions and make sure that entrepreneurs have access to financing.
We believe in keeping it simple because, banking is really about taking deposits and giving out loans. That's how you support the government in terms of stimulating the economy.
Our vision is to create value that support sustainable growth.
When we empower Africa for tomorrow, it has to be long term. What you do today needs to leave the foundation for the future. We've got the ability, we've got the right education levels to be more innovative and produce the best entrepreneurs of the world.
And this is where we want it to be because it is for the young people who will bring their brilliant minds and extract the value that we have not yet extracted to the fullest.
And I think that's a step in the right direction because we want to involve the private sector, we want to involve the locals.
And also making sure that the strategy and its key components over how we generate funds, how we make impact, how we communicate, technology transfer, commercialization initiatives, going into the international arena, making sure that national development as a whole, it is under sustainable drive.
We have an objective that by 2036, we should be a high-income economy.
And it's all about mindset. We are growing. We have embraced change, and we continue to embrace change.
I don't know of any country that presents the geopolitical stability that we do. Stability comes along with predictability. Stability is not just political, stability is also economic and financial. And so Botswana provides a wonderful opportunity to prosper, to come and locate in Botswana and thrive.
It's a very investor-friendly country. We believe that the risk will be quite minimal, but while the opportunities might be plentiful.
Botswana has got the right investment landscape, whether it's mining or any other industry.
Botswana is located centrally in southern Africa with all the necessary network connections to its neighboring countries. It has access to a large market with the current arrangements on continental free trade.
The opportunities are vast. Botswana has the capability of becoming the logistics hub in Southern Africa because of its strategic location.
Botswana has got so much potential, whether in terms of power, green energy, solar. There's so many opportunities.
The oil and gas sector is quite critical to economic development in Botswana. It provides about 60% of the energy requirements for the mining industry, which is quite key for income generation, manufacturing industries, transportation, creating opportunities across the value chain.
If you look at the agri sector, we have abundance of land, water resources as well, and there's potential to grow it beyond where it currently is.
There's huge opportunities for solar plants and for additional mining. Manganese has just been discovered in Botswana as well. But then also in terms of the financial sector, Botswana has got the opportunity to be the Mauritius of Africa, where we can have the inflows and the outflows, focusing on using digital technology, and the banking sector can play a huge role in that.
What we need to do is take care of our clients, enable our clients to grow, execute with excellence using data technology to create value for clients and communities we serve.
If you look at the profile in terms of age, it's a relatively young and growing workforce. It is very well skilled and also trainable.
So why wouldn't you want to invest? Your money is safe. You're allowed to take your money out as a foreign invested company. Corruption is at its lowest. We have good governance structures in place. We have a government that facilitates and does not frustrate. So really, from an investor perspective, it's a very easy decision to make.
One of the main sources of GDP is the diamond industry and the mining of diamonds and the polishing and exporting of diamonds from Botswana.
The diamond industry is very important to Botswana in terms of value. Botswana is #1 in the world. It brings in the biggest foreign income into the country. And they have created technical skills and many other things that have benefited other sectors of the economy.
Specifically in the mining space, our legislation is progressive, it's predictable. We've got very good labor laws. We seek to develop, value chains so that people of Botswana can actually benefit from the resources.
We are a benchmark when it comes to the mining. We can compete with anybody in the mining space. There are still further opportunities because we have not fully participated in the full value chain of the diamonds.
Additionally, we spent the last 54 years or so in what we call the upstream side of the diamond business or mining business, which is really just your mining and processing, taking out the rough and then selling it to market. We want to participate fully in the midstream and downstream. The midstream where we do the cutting and the polishing, down to the downstream where we can get into the jewelry market, even until retail.
In the diamond space, where we're collectively working together to make sure that we are prominent in the downstream activities, and the diamonds actually shouldn't go out of the country. They should remain here to the final product, making sure that we have the luxury brands coming to Botswana and sitting at that retail end of the diamond industry.
When you buy a Botswana diamond, it is special because of the benefit that it does. Whether you're looking from job creation, the free education that is provided, industrial sector and the private sector, and the low tax rates and everything. So you are not just buying a diamond, you are buying a lot of other things when you buy a Botswana diamond.
Botswana has a remarkably strong history in environmental stewardship. We have protected, conserved up to 40% of our land mass. We have put in place policies and programs in order to protect all flora and fauna.
Sustainable tourism is the key for the future of this country. 17% is put aside for national parks and game reserve. That means no one stays there. It's just the wildlife. And on top of that, we've got 33%, which is also put aside for wildlife control areas. So we've got tons and tons of animals. Conservation is the backbone of the country.
There's a diverse wildlife. I think we've got the largest population of elephants in Africa alone.
It's got the largest inland delta in the world. Some species are endemic. You can't find them anywhere else. You come down here, you feel like you're up close with the wildlife.
And it's just absolutely amazing to be out in the veld and wild animals are around you. You've got no fences, elephants, buffalo, giraffes, any form of buck, warthogs.
We have a product that is amazing, that we want the world to come and see and get to enjoy. We provide experiential-based tourism, authenticity, and a product that is well cared for. We want to see this destination continuing being an example to many.
Tourism alone has contributed 5.5% into the GDP of the country, and it's actually employed at least 7.5% of the population of the country. It's a sustainable way of diversifying your economy.
There is still room to grow the business. We can attract more international visitors. We can attract more regional travel from within our neighboring countries. So it's a definite place where you will get a good return on your investment.
We are built on a strong foundation, and it is my hope that will continue in the future.
My hopes are that the country will continue to be peaceful. It will continue to demonstrate strong growth economically, and it will continue to be receptive to all people of the world.
I think it's very important that as a country, as we grow, we're able to manage the resources that we've been endowed with the righteousness, and we have to be selfless in our pursuit of these benefits. Obviously, they say diamonds are not forever, but we'd like to see the good governance to continue so that we can, for our future generations, be able to leave a legacy that they can be proud of.
So I'm extending a very heartfelt, warm and smiley invitation to the whole world to plan their next visit. Come to a place that will smile at you and with you throughout your stay. Come and experience the natural beauty, and come and meet our people and eat with them, dance with them, and that will make you love this country forever. Welcome to Botswana.